On the 7th of March 2025, an artisan identified as Lawrence Edobo, popularly called Isemero, was gruesomely murdered close to his house at Ewotubu in Benin City. The deceased's head was also severed and taken away. Following the incident, one Uwadia Ayembuwa was arrested and the severed head of the slain man was recovered from him in a polythene bag. The suspect was immediately handed over to men of the Ewotubu Police Division, who in turn transferred him to the Homicide Department of the Edo State Police Command. On completion of investigation, the suspect was brought to the court for a withholding charge. The presiding judge subsequently remanded the accused person in prison custody and ordered the police to duplicate the case file for the legal advice of the Department of Public Prosecutions (DPP). However, friends and family members of the deceased besieged the court premises this Thursday, calling for justice. They appealed to all those responsible for the quick dispensation of justice to help ensure that the family of the deceased gets justice.
He was coming from a burial heap. Why this headhunter, the four victims? So please, I'm begging the government for them to come to our aid to make sure that my brother's death will not be in vain.
We need justice for my brother. You can see the crowd here. These are friends, family, loved ones. So they all know how friendly my brother was before this rough incident. So we want the government to come to our aid.
We are in pain. We are in pain. Not only the community, the Edo State is in pain. How can someone be beheaded for ritual? We need justice for our brother.
The community we are living in fear. We want the state government, the judiciary, all well-meaning Nigerians to please come out and fight for our late brother. That's why we are here.
The counsel to the nominal complainant, A.I. Uwadiai, who was spotted in court, assured that they will follow up the case to the end.
So I'm standing as a counsel to the family and to all his friends. Like what happened today now, just to call the case so that the complainants will have hope that their matter has not been swept under the carpet. But the file only got to DPP yesterday. And by the grace of God, with what we are doing, I know that DPP advice should be out in the next 2 weeks. I can assure the public that by the grace of God, so that there will be a proper arraignment, because all the witnesses are even here today, they are in court, and we will continue on it until justice is done to the family.
This is the situation right now at the High Court complex here in Benin City, where a suspect is about to be arraigned in court. You recall that some weeks ago, we reported a situation where a young man, a fashion designer to be precise, he was beheaded in Benin to be precise, around Ewotubu. And then the suspect, who has been fingered right now, referred to as Uwadia Ayembuwa, is about to be arraigned in court. It's our responsibility to bring more updates on the development as far as the judicial part of this case is concerned. From the High Court complex here in Benin City, Festus Alenkhe, EBS News.